Welcome, welcome. Very exciting. Today is episode 1 of Cook Boots.
Cooked boots.
Yes, I'm one of your hosts, Tim Brown, and I'll allow my co host to introduce herself.
I am the one and only Kaya Supreme. Welcome, welcome,
Period.
y'all.
Welcome, welcome. Very exciting stuff. The first topic on the table, Cook Boots. This is exciting. What do you think we should go into first?
You know, I there's so many things afoot in
There are.
society at this moment. Um, Something that I think is important for us to discuss is Katt Williams.
I love that. I think that also is a great introduction for us for the level of truth that he shares um, in a comedic way, very candid, very matter of fact. I think
Yeah.
that's what we will bring to the table in that same vein. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to do that also.
Okay. So for the Saints who, number one, excuse my voice. I am recovering from a little situation, but
Feeling
I'm
better
still
though, right?
here. But So for the Saints who don't know, Katt Williams was on Uncle Shay Shay's podcast, Shannon Sharp.
Hmm.
And Katt Williams had a lot to say. Now this is interesting to me for many reasons, but firstly, the most refreshing thing is we have a man bringing receipts to the table that I think something sometimes people generally associate with women. Mm?
Mm.
And then on top of that, him being a comedic genius. You don't really see drama in comedy, in that way. But nonetheless, I found it extremely refreshing. I have a built-in radar where I could tell people are lying. I believe I could tell people are lying. I ain't hear not damn lie. My goosebumps did not go off when Katt Williams was talking. Now when Jesse Smollett, I'm sorry. Dave Chappelle and
It's
changed
stuck
that
in your
man's
head now.
name.
He's forever Juicy
For
Smouye now.
it,
He's
no, like it's
forever.
against my will. I'm not agreeing to that.
Yeah,
But my mind is just like Jesse Smollett. But when
yeah,
I heard that, I was like,
yeah. There were many questions.
white people don't talk like that. White people are not watching Empire like that. I don't think. It's MAGA country, bitch. I
We
don't
were
know.
barely watching Empire.
We
There's
were
no
barely
way.
watching. Okay,
There's no
come on,
way,
man.
sir.
It just did. But with Cat, and ironically, the first thing I thought, I was like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is 10.
You are, I want to say, the third person to say that to me. And I mean, of course, that's a compliment of the highest honor
Hmm.
because, again, like, to piggyback off you, I felt it was completely authentic.
Yep.
And to be honest, I saw myself and heard myself in that. I was like, oh my God, this must be how I come across to people. Um, and I mean, it wasn't all good things. Even some of the things that you said about him kind of tossing his intellect around. Even that, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Uh, but I mean, I accept myself, good, bad, or ugly, or I try to. And so, as I say, I felt great pride. I was like, wow, listen to this guy, how much courage that must take. Especially, the best example I have is like, kind of like Atlanta. You think of it as this big place, this big city, but once you're there, it becomes like a very small social circle. So imagine him being in the entertainment industry and it seems like this big monster, but in reality, you got to stare those people in the face. You see those people. You walk into rooms with those people that you kind of laying it out on the table about, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
that's again that takes a tremendous amount of courage. I love it. I think my question is for us to kind of ponder over, and people who watch us, our followers, they can leave comments and questions, and maybe we can touch it again another time. Do we feel like that's the time frame that we're in right now, where there's just a truth and there's an unveiling of falsehoods and who the gatekeepers are. Because even a couple months back, when we dealt with P Diddy or Love or whoever he is
Brother
today,
Love.
yeah, um, is that where we are, um, as a nation, as a human race, and are we ready to be there?
Yeah.
Are we ready to look at truth like that in our closest relationships? Um, even from people who we might not fool with like that.
I'll say this. I think that even, and this is kind of off topic, but even back towards, you know, that season where it felt like we were watching black people die on social media
Mm,
every week.
mm.
Even in that situation, it was like you had this argument, and I like to call them like barbershop arguments because I feel like black people have a network where we are all talking about the same thing, just in
Yes,
different pockets of the world. But no
yes,
matter where you go, if you could just walk into a random barbershop, they're probably talking about the same thing as the one on the other side of town. And what I kept hearing from just various sources was, oh, black people been murdered. With it's just now you have social media and it's
right,
captured.
right. Everyone
Oh,
has a
this has been
phone.
going on. Now it's just exposed because we're on social media, and I think that has a lot to do with it. I think social media in general. I'm just kind of fascinated at how the culture of social media is where now everyone like immediately picks up their phone and records whatever's happening. Doesn't matter if they're eating a taco or if somebody's getting shot. They're picking up a damn phone to record that shit, and I think that is technology is why we're in an expose kind of scenario,
Mm,
whether it be people being called out for sexual assault, whether it be sexual misconduct in your relationships that you thought nobody was going to find out about,
mm-hmm.
or simply police officers getting recorded on body cam. Technology has taken things now. Are people telling the truth on technology? And that's where I think Cat Williams is coming in, where it's like, oh, you're not going to catch me on camera. I'm going to intentionally come on this platform in front of X amount of subscribers, and I'm going to tell the truth.
Mm.
And so I do think we're in that age. I think it's about goddamn time.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, I heard like several answers. It's kind of like, because of the time, that's where we are in terms of the exposure.
Hmm.
It's been taking place.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and I mean, even with the time or technology, you're also saying, if I'm clear, that it has been there, but there was no accountability, or no one, or people weren't being completely honest about what we were seeing, trying to tell us what we were seeing was not what we were seeing.
Yep.
Okay, okay. I
Hmm.
think, because I'm looking here, I'm not sure how accurate these numbers are, but just, I believe it was posted, yeah, by Club Shay Shay, just talking about the Cat Williams effect, and that in itself is telling you that the people want to know the truth. Now, whether they
Hmm.
coming at it from a place of, let's heal, let's grow, let's get better, or they just want hot steaming tea, that's up for discussion.
Probably T.
But at the point of this post, which was a couple weeks ago, I was about to say almost a month ago now at this point, he had 50 million full episode views of this one particular episode, 1.2 million downloads. He gained 190,000 followers on Instagram, 614,000 Facebook followers, 394 TikTok followers, and 25,000 Twitter followers. Well, X, formerly Twitter followers.
Shannon
Now,
Sharp got that.
yes, after Cat Williams. The
Oh.
post is called the Cat Williams Effect. So,
Mm.
yeah, I'm saying women lie, men lie,
Numbers don't lie.
numbers do not.
The Saints want the truth,
The people want to know the truth.
and it's such a shame, honestly. I would say this: it is a shame that when the veil gets revealed and
Mm-hmm.
you realize that celebrity is not synonymous with character.
Woo, that's good.
Celebrity is not synonymous with character. The fact that these are
I
beloved, I'm
think
gonna
that's
be
the
honest.
disappointment.
I grew up watching Kings of Comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up on Steve Harvey show, even on the radio. I
Mm-hmm.
love shout out to
Mm-hmm.
nephew Tommy. I love your pranks, but like it's like I grew up watching Cedric, like Cedric the Entertainer's like we don't do too much on said. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
we love said, we love Steve, and so to hear that the character may not have been, was not, because not even may not, was not up to par. Because I went on YouTube and I looked up that Comic View skit because I know the Kings of Comedy joke that he's talking about immediately. I
Yeah,
was like,
with
I know
cigarette
exactly what you're
dangling, turn the music down so you can park properly.
famous,
Yeah, for
famous.
sure.
And I was like, ooh. And I went and I looked, and that would Cat. He's not. It's
Sure as sugar, he was telling it first.
sure, sure sugar. Uh-uh. It's like, and so then said you're gonna double down and you're gonna get on Instagram. And I don't know what this man talking about. Then
Oh, that was a pretty good Cedric the Entertainer.
yeah, what's it? I don't know what this man
That
is
was
talking
good.
about. Listen, Cat, I wish you the best. Trying to be fake honorable. I wish you the best, Cat. You know, damn, said you couldn't said we googled. We googled it. The jig is up.
He ain't even scrubbed the internet of that
We
John.
didn't. I was like, "Where's your fixer? Where the hell is your fixer? Y'all don't. They must have not been able to afford the fixer no more because I would have had that
Oh,
shit deleted."
well, I mean, you can only earn so much off of recycled jokes.
But but a lie is a lie is a lie, and the truth will set you free. So what you should have done said was say, you know what? Hey, I'm a fan. Shout out to Katt Williams. Write it out. We already know you ain't gonna lose nothing. You just look weirder. You look weird. I'm sorry. Respect my elders. I'm sorry, but you look weird. You do. You
Yeah,
do. It's cringy
yeah.
to watch that. That
It's
thrill recovery.
embarrassing. It's horrible.
I don't even think Steve said shit. I don't think Steve said a goddamn thing.
And that's the thing. Everybody keeps talking about how no one said he was lying.
They
But
didn't. They said he was on drugs.
yeah, they try to bash his credibility, but cannot dispute the truth.
They're not going to be on Al Gore's internet talking about that online.
Son,
That's the case now.
Al Gore's internet takes me out.
That's the
That takes
case now.
it takes me out. Where is Al? But
Where's
yeah, so I mean, I feel like some parts of the interview were embellished. As a avid reader, I don't think he read 3,000 books. But what did he say? Between 7 and 10 years old. That
That's
was
3 years. 1,000 books a year is doable, especially if you're. Are they kids' books?
what?
Are they kids? Are they children's books?
They had to have been, but he said it was accepted into college or university by 12.
Well, that's probably
I don't
verifiable
deny. I
too.
don't deny that. I don't deny that. I think that's very much possible. It's just the sheer number of books. I don't foresee that.
The only reason why I think that that's possibly true, and we were talking. I was talking to shout out to Angelo Pinto. Um, we actually discussed this in a group text, and he found cases of children who are reading astronomical amounts of books, and that it's actually quite easier than we think. That what it really exposes is that our standard of what a lot of books means is really not that high. Let me look at my receipts.
Yes, please, because even Cat himself is saying like, "Oh, I'm not reading, fiction or yada yada yada." So that means you're reading content. You're talking about encyclopedias. You're talking about nonfiction, self-help development, science material. 3,000, cut it out.
I'm
I'm
just
not
gonna say
buying it.
this: Dahlia Arana has read more than 1,000 books in the past 2 years, and she's 4.
Okay, so now we need to dig into what are they defining as books.
We do.
Yeah, okay. We, we won't beat that dead horse, but I'm
The
just.
title's Anne's Big Muffin. The pigeon finds a hot dog.
And here's the thing, Talia, Dahlia, she's 4.
She's 4.
Who are her parents and what is their character? Because your parents will could have put a couple extra checks on your
No.
pamphlet so you can get a pizza party. Cut it
Or
out.
we could flip the inverse and have a positive outlook and say her parents' level of discipline supported her ability to. Because I'm telling you, my sister and I, we used to go to the library when we were children. We would go to the library like it was the mall. We'd be in that joint with cart, like with a wagon, trying to drag books. But my mom, my dad be like, "Come on, chill. That's too much. Y'all don't keep track of all those."
Mm-hmm.
Like all day, I could read 20 books in a day. I think it's doable.
I
I think Kat
disagree.
did it. I think based the fact that all the other receipts were valid, even Kat dropped the 4 point. What did he say? I ran a 4.2 and a 4.2 and a 40, and then proved it. I don't think Kat would embellish that. There were no other embellishments outside the books.
That not to me. And again, as I introduced the topic, it's because of how I feel about it personally as a reader.
Yeah.
But again, there may be some other stipulations that I'm unaware of. Like maybe these books are 2 pages. I don't know.
Well, we will never know. That is the
We
truth.
won't. We won't about him
We
or
won't.
Dahlia. That's why I said I don't want to beat the dead horse. I'm gonna leave it there. But that's how I feel about it. Like this, that's impossible. Come on now, let's be realistic.
Impossible for a
But
thing.
I'm grateful for Brother Cat. Um, just his man, his honesty and his authenticity is just a breath of fresh air. Like man, I want to know this guy. I want to go to see the Dark Matter tour. I wish I could run across him in my lifetime. You know.
You will. You know how we do. You said it. It's over with. We will.
Yeah, like I wanna kick it with him. Like get some games, some mentorship, chop it up. Cause
Yeah.
he fire. Like from the beginning to the end, like it was uh that the part he said about alcoholism, you know, and that he didn't need it to tell the truth. He's like, I'll sip this all day, but the truth is the truth. I don't need motivation for it.
Words. Bars.
Oh my goodness.
Bars
It was
galore.
beautiful things happening. Uh there was something else that he said. Your unnatural allegiance to losers is unlike you.
That
Ooh!
that cooked me. Cooked. Cooked boots.
Cooked boots.
Immediately.
He was
Immediately.
dropping bars, just beautiful
You
things.
have an unnatural allegiance to losers, and that's
That's
unlike
unlike
you.
you.
What do you say to them? You like, oh, that's
You
one of
would
them
automatically
spiritual
go into
reads.
denial. I'm not I'm not pledging an allegiance to them.
No, 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 no,
Right, no, you misunderstood what I said. That's what you would do.
no. Yeah.
Cause man,
Now, what we have laughed about, and I don't know if we should go there, but what we have laughed about is that Reed with that radio personality in Atlanta.
please let us.
What's the lady's name?
Wanda.
Wanda.
Wanda, not Sykes. That need to be
Wanda.
her IG.
No, Wanda. No psych.
Wanda, no Sykes. Red for filth.
You want to see a dead body?
Young. Well, okay. I'm still a bit unclear from based on what I saw, and I'm not sure if I saw the whole thing, but I did watch it from V103. Why did he fry her like that?
From my understanding, she brought up a topic that was not supposed to be discussed.
And which topic was that?
Something about him going to jail. I think we're gonna have to fact check that
Yeah, that wasn't in the video footage that I watched.
because well, when I go back and watch the cooking, um,
Flambe.
Flambe. It's so painful.
Man,
But
I watched that joint like 6 times in a row the other night. That was crazy.
that thing blesses. It won't. It don't age. It don't age.
That jewelry being sold at the sit go takes me out. he
Cat,
said it's only one of us who has less than $12 worth of jewelry on.
cat.
Yeah.
Why did he drag her like that?
Why, sir?
No, it was. I think it was like once he got to rolling, it was over. She kept trying to like Okay, she also made some suggestions that he was homosexual or feminine. Like
Calling little mamas.
yeah, little mama, something like that. And it's like, me personally, me myself personally,
First of all, why are you using homosexuality as an insult?
as an
Like, what?
insult.
How old are you?
Where's Wanda? Is Wanda on the radio? I haven't seen.
Where's Wanda? Not the new Where's Waldo.
I've not seen nor heard the
I
likes
don't
of
know that
Wanda
the
since
town of
that
Atlanta
cooking.
has seen nor heard of her either since.
Since that entree was served.
Where's Wanda? Ooh, warming up my light a bit.
Probably somewhere with Wendy Williams trying to figure out what the fuck going on.
Oh no, staggering. Career staggering. It's all bad.
Let's talk about that really quickly.
Who? Wendy?
Wendy,
Okay, you got to.
I'll fill you in. It was
Yes.
announced yesterday that Wendy officially has like dementia dysphagia, which I thought
God,
we already knew that when she was walking around the streets.
God don't like
Unannounced.
ugly.
Well, that's what everyone in the comments said. So I went in the shade room, and of course, everyone in the comments was like, "Oh, don't bring up her karma. Don't bring up her karma." Alas, see,
Alas.
people don't really understand spiritual contracts, and people don't understand that you can create imprints in the invisible, and that those imprints come along through the decisions that you make. And
Absolutely. I mean,
so,
that's all we're doing anyway, whether known or unbeknownst to you. That's what
right,
you're doing.
like you have your physical resume, and then there's your spiritual resume.
Absolutely.
And your spiritual resume is all about balance. And so if you bring too much love, right, you get
Hmm.
balanced out in that. If you bring too much hate, you get balanced out in that. That's like,
Hmm.
for those of us, saints who've stolen a thing or two in their lifetime. Didn't you always lose what you stole?
Baby got it stole back from me. Mm. That bag was so nice. I couldn't believe that was the only thing they took out of my trunk. I just couldn't believe it. Because the things I had paid for were still in the trunk. It was crazy. I mean, that was a sidebar, personal, whatever. But yes,
We do not confirm or deny that we have participated in any illegal activities. What I will say is,
my bag is gone. That's what I was saying.
what the saints like to call ill-gotten goods.
Do you know I still ride around the Ashby West End area to this day looking to see if a person has
Is
my bag?
wearing that bag.
Yes.
And there's somebody out there with it on. You just ain't came across, but they
I
out there
mean,
flossing
women with a mean wrist.
outside, lavish.
Honey, where is my bag?
I don't own. Listen, okay. So I got a text message the other day, right, from an individual. Hold
Okay, Mew, period. She's a professional.
on. I had got a text message the other day from an individual. It was a random number, and it said, "I've had to escalate things due to your lack of communication." And this is a testimony to how I've changed my life. I've had to escalate things due to your lack of communication, so there is now a warrant out for your arrest in Fulton County for theft by taking,
What?
because you have not returned my belongings. And I said, now see, 10, 15 years ago, right? 10, 15, I might have been shook. I might have been shook.
You would have accepted association with this
I
situation.
would have been like, oh, they got the right number. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me check my closet and my trove of treasures. And let me just make sure, whose stuff do I have in my possession. 10, 15 years ago. I'm just saying it was a different lifestyle. Now today, I said, oh, you got to have the wrong number because I don't take nobody's stuff, especially in Georgia.
Completely. That can't be true. It
Can't,
cannot.
cannot be true. Theft by taking what?
That by
Who?
taking a nap. Period.
But
Because that's what.
period. Stealing time. That's the only time I've stolen. Time. That is it. I ain't taking no what? Take what? You better
Honey,
call Fulton County. As a matter of fact, let's go. I know
who
you got the
texts
wrong
who
number.
texts someone that though? If they've taken your things and not returned them, chances are this person is a rogue. They do not intend to return your things. Please tell me, what color was the bubble of this text?
I don't need to tell you, and everybody on here. Don't need to tell you. I don't need to
Oh,
tell you,
that
and
cooks
everybody on here.
me.
It was a green saint. No iPhone carrier would do such foolishness. We got things to lose.
Son, they text you that they've had to escalate things.
Because they couldn't get, because my communication was so poor. Well, you made it through on this. You made it through with this text message.
And you hadn't any other text from them prior.
Nam, not one.
Ooh, that cooks me.
That cooked immediately. And so I said, well, I don't know who. Listen, you absolutely have the wrong number. But I hope you find your things. Oh, and don't use this phone number with anything associated with Fulton County Police. you don't. I don't fuck around with them.
They had to make
I,
sure.
I literally, I don't play with the police so hard. I pay things immediately.
That was a Hail Mary for them.
They tried it. It
They
failed
wanted
miserably.
they wanted that person. They were trying one last time because they had not escalated anything. They wouldn't have needed to send a text. They were trying one last time to get that person to bring them whatever it is back. That's what that was.
I hope,
That was,
well,
that was a Hail Mary, and they text the wrong number. That's horrible.
you meant 678, not 404, because it's not me, baby.
They meant something 770. What's the
Somebody.
new one? What's the new one Atlanta got?
I don't even know.
Atlanta got so many area codes. It's crazy.
470, I don't know.
470. That's the new one. Yep.
Could have been 301, 202, 703. Could have been a. But it
30.
wasn't
You know it's a
404.
302 up here now too.
Yeah, so I said that to say, when a person does steal things, right? When a person takes things that don't belong to them, 9 times out of 10, they lose things. And when you do dirt, right? Sorry, Cedric. I wish it wasn't true, but it's true. Sorry, Steve. I wish it wasn't true, but it's true. You're gonna get exposed. What's done in the dark comes back to the light. Wendy Williams. I'm sorry that you're going through this. My grandmother has dementia. It is not a pretty thing. But you are a young woman who worked and had a phenomenal career, dragging folks every day, and now you don't even have the faculties to be able to spend the money you earn doing that to those people.
To enjoy your life. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I was thinking that I assume we're gonna wrap up soon, but just staying in that same vein of this kind of karmic energy. I was watching Giannis, The Marvelous Journey, about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his family, their journey from Nigeria to Greece to America, Milwaukee. It's just a beautiful story, of family and sacrifice and compromise. And what we're talking about makes me think about in terms of how it connects to them. It's just these nations, these governments in these countries. Those people were afforded travel, passports, this senator, that senator speaking on their behalf once they found out how talented that family was. And it started upsetting me in the um, in the viewing of the documentary. But I just calmed down and I watched it, and they addressed all of it. Like even a journalist from Greece was like, "We don't deserve that family. We don't deserve them because of how we treat other immigrants who may
Mm-hmm.
not be talented or basketball stars." And
Mm-hmm.
it's that type of energy in the world that I think kind of encompasses what we're discussing, where people are put in these positions where, as opposed to living in poverty, they'll offer their integrity. And everyone doesn't have the headstone or the cornerstone or the foundation to maintain character in the face of, will you worry and be hungry, or will you have everything you've ever imagined? And that's the world that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in terms of earth or whatever spiritual belief people may have, I believe earth is the marketplace. And we are all in exchange of, you know, things, goods, and what are you willing to do spiritually and mentally as a character, as a soul seeking elevation. Um, you know, and again, that's why Cat was very refreshing. It just makes me think of Giannis and his story, and it's every black person's story, really. Well, I won't say every black person, but people, a large majority of people of color come from these backgrounds and circumstances where their character is on the line
Yeah. Yeah.
for whether or not they want to live back there or get the hell out of there. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe they're 3 feet short of gold. If they would have just held on to their character a little bit longer, they would not have had to, sacrifice or compromise themselves. But that's a position I think it is necessary for people to speak of. I thank Kat for doing that, going there, and just giving us more, like you said, things to talk about, opening the discussion, the communal discussion. Because, whether it's state to state, like you said, barbershop, beauty salon, bar, wherever, radio station, now
Where
we
two
have
or
it.
more are gathered.
God is there in the midst.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it.
You,
I love it.
I think the thing is that we often get short sighted and we get caught up in this instant gratification lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't think that the other shoe is going to drop. When it's time to sign the contract with your blood and you got to do some dirt that violates a people or a person or even yourself and your legacy, you're not thinking about, is this wise? What's going to happen if this gets revealed? It won't get revealed. I'm protected. I'm safe. I've got corporations behind me. Whatever. I think that
Yeah, and it's the law.
the law of the
It's
land.
it's the law of life. I'm not talking about what, you know, the government gathered up and thought of.
Yep.
It's the law of existence
Absolutely. Balance.
that what you do will be known.
What's done in the dark.
Yes.
These people ain't make that up for no reason.
It's
That
not
lasted how many
it's
years?
not a t-shirt idea.
It's not. It's not a
It's
meme.
the law.
It's not a meme. It's not a quote of the day.
Yeah.
It is real truth. It is long term
And here's
wisdom.
my thing. Like, I almost feel like I would have more respect if people just came busting out hop off the porch with it. Like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm shady. I'm out here trying to eat, and I'm gonna do whatever for it. Yeah, I'll be like, oh. Well, we know what he's about. But they want to do press conferences. Oh, I will clear my name. All this type. No, be about what you was about.
Brother Love said he is tired of the attacks.
No, be about what you was about when you was freaking off.
I wonder. I'm like, so Diddy, when you was watching all this happen to R. Kelly, did you like nothing?
Arrogance. No, arrogance.
You're right. That's what narcissists do. Nothing ever was like, ooh, damn, I hope that never happens to me. But then when you witnessed R. Kelly's interview with Gayle King, because I know you saw it, brother love, you couldn't tell how we all knew he was crazy in that moment. Like we were, you wasn't watching it like the rest of us, like watching. It's like somebody done stole your stuff and now they helping you look for it, and you done found it in their pocket.
Ooh, that's classic.
And now that you done found it in their pocket, they're like, what? I don't know how it got there. I didn't do it, and they start fake crying and shit. I didn't steal it.
Y'all always do this to me. I'm always the one.
This is why I don't come over here no more, because every time I come over here, y'all see I'm stealing stuff. And you know, when the moments happen, everybody's quiet. Everybody's uncomfortable. Like, are we
Like,
witnessing
this person is nuts.
nuts? And so, Diddy, when you made that post on Instagram and you said you was gonna clear your name, everyone was quiet. Like, number one, sir, we all knew it was something up with you. When no one was surprised, everyone was like, "Oh, I can't." Nah, Cassie lying. No one said that.
Bruh, let
Maybe
me
your
tell you something.
kids.
I read all 35 pages of that John. That John was wild. She hit y'all with dates, apartment numbers, types of cars, hotel rooms, what vase was broke.
Cause it's true.
You don't have them kind of deets when you just pulling stuff out of thin
When
air.
you just on a whole campaign and you just pulling stuff out your ass. You
No,
no
no,
facts
no,
are
no.
facts, baby.
She was going off. She was saying which website she was getting them Jones off of. Baby.
And that's the equivalent of when a psychotic person does not understand that they've been caught and that the jig is up, and they're trying to hold on to that last little piece of maybe I'll just lie, deny. But at a certain point, you just look crazy. Actually, you don't. I mean, you've been crazy.
You are
You
crazy.
are crazy.
We are all now aware of it. But
Yeah.
the thing is, again, you are crazy because sanity would tell you, well, let me at least try to explain to them why I did it. Like
Psychological profile.
yeah, you would start to try to seek some compassion, some
Something.
empathy. And
I will
again,
clear my name. Your name
but
is
it,
dirty as fuck. It ain't getting clean, baby.
never being cleared.
Never.
And in terms of the Europeans and all them folks, you didn't touch their business now. That's really how you finagled them contracts with them. Oh, my face card good. Like black community fuck with me, woo. That's why they were willing to deal with you. Now they know we looking at you sideways. It's over with.
It's over with. It's over with.
That's crazy.
It's over. And you know what? I know the delusion of the rap industry makes people think that black women like that are not cared for, but there is a level when you get down to just like full on violent abuse, women and children, really anybody, but women and children, your brand is cooked.
It's done. Because
Because the
here's the
majority
thing.
of consumers are women. The majority of
And,
consumers are black
and
women.
if you ever get incarcerated, bro, they're gonna have their way with you.
Yes,
You
brother.
know how many people want to get out just to see their lady and they child? That's not something that's uh put up on a pedestal in there. That's not no.
No,
That's
that's
not
called
honored.
protective custody.
Yeah, you're not about to be a gin pop, son. You about
Yeah,
to be by yourself.
Gin pop.
Gin pop. No. Dangerous. Yeah.
You, that gin pop cooks me every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Over with.
Sir.
So yeah, I feel like all of this intermingles, it goes together. It's just like y'all just I know it's hard. I'm tired of being broke too. But keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck 50.
Don't lose yourself.
Because
Over
you're gonna lose.
you gonna okay, here's the thing. I can't even give you the advice to don't lose yourself because you've already chosen to do so.
Yeah.
You said, I'd rather lose myself in January 2024 than to lose myself in January 1998. You just extended it as opposed to keeping yourself the entire time, maintaining your integrity, and never even having to look over your shoulder or be concerned with when is the jig gonna be up.
They're not sleeping. That's why they be partying and partying their life away. They're not going to sleep.
No bedtime.
No bedtime. It's anxiety. Where shoulders are hunched. Pass the blunt. Pass the shot. Where are the perks? No rest for the weary.
That's not okay, bro. That's not a good life to live.
Well, I hope our youth learn at some point, because these kids is tripping. I hope our youth learn at some point. It does not pay to take fast and easy. Speaking from speaking from experience, it doesn't pay. Fast money, easy come, easy go.
It makes it take longer.
Find something that's rooted in purpose. Do what you were created to do, not what you think looks cool. And make sure you've got some character about you. Make sure you're actually contributing to other people's wellness. Anything
Mm-hmm.
that you do that undermines or takes from other people will automatically undermine and take from you.
It does.
All these millionaires.
That scarcity mindset. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay.
It's
It.
hard when your belly is empty,
Mm-hmm.
but you got to see that's the trick, and that's what has been used specifically for our community for generations. Desperation and will force you to move and make choices and decisions from a place of hunger. They say don't go grocery shopping when you ain't ate.
Mm.
You can buy the
That's
whole
good.
store.
That's good. You can buy stuff you don't need or want, or that's not gonna sustain you.
That's not good for you.
Yeah.
Where the
It's
chips at? I just need something sweet right quick.
right now. Right. Yep.
Excuse me.
Mm.
Where the chips at? I just need a little something sweet to hold me over.
Foolishness.
Diabetes.
Rummaging like a rat. Here's the thing.
Diabetes.
Every action we take is giving a in between the lines subconscious message to the universe.
Yeah.
You acting out of desperation, you starting a conversation that's telling the universe, life, God, creator, whatever you call it, that there is not enough. I
Ooh.
don't trust you. I'm gonna
Ooh.
do what I gotta do because you are not acting in my favor.
Oh my God. And
Is
you
that the
lose right there.
conversation you want to start with God?
Play games if you want to. God will show you so fast how bad you need God. Don't get it twisted. Please don't. I
That's the
beg.
message you're sending when you behave out of desperation. And as my sister said, as an example, as a as I stand before you, a fool stealing out of Walmart, doing the unthinkable
It was
with the money in my pocket.
right. That be the gag right there where you got plenty.
Ain't no
I'm not gonna.
shortcut.
I'm not gonna give details about that, but I'll say this:
Ain't no shortcut.
I lost everything I ever took. Ill-gotten goods gone,
The
and
shortcut is
stuff
the
I earned.
long way. The
Yeah,
shortcut is the long way.
the shortcut is a long way. Well, I don't know what else could be said after that because that's it. That's it.
I love the people. I love us all.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Black folks. We are resilient. Hopefully,
Period.
the I'll say this: the most fruitful thing I've ever consumed is the wisdom of the people who have gone before me.
Mmm. That's
And
good.
so, listen, heed. Don't get caught up in the social media stuff. We're going to be talking about current events, but we're always going to bring it home to some
Principle,
something
character,
something righteous.
foundation. Yes.
Yeah, because don't get distracted. You can still find lessons in foolishness.
I
Don't
love
be
that.
watching the stuff.
That's my favorite
Ooh,
part.
yeah, it's like God is in this somewhere.
Hmm.
And don't worry if you're in doubt, we got you.
Period. What is I'm the Lord thy God, and beside me there is none. It's only
What?
one creator. There ain't no other creator. People could blame stuff on the devil, this, that, and the third. It's only one.
Yeah, same energy.
Period. That's why
God's
we
the way
saying
forward.
God.
Yeah,
It's God in foolishness, cause
absolutely.
it's only God.
Yeah,
That's it.
I made that too.
Period.
We gonna get to preaching in here now.
Uh oh. No, now we gotta wrap it up.
We can preach if we want to,
We can.
and we probably will.
Boots, because baby, let me tell you, there's so much tea in that Bible. Whoa. It is.
So come back for our next episode around Book of Clarence.
I was thinking that too. That need to be episode 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got some things to, and I'm gonna say this: if you didn't like Book of Clarence, don't watch
Don't.
the episode.
No, yes, please. Come. We could
I
broaden
just
your horizons. We could tell you
I
what you
feel
missed.
yeah.
Because if you
I'm a
didn't
little
like it, first of all, you should perhaps bring your Bible. And I can give you some other literary references.
see. She's nice.
What? Me?
I know, right? Today, she's the
You
nice one.
was the one who blessed the saints. Because I was like, oh, that's real nice about Wendy. It was. That was
Wendy,
nice. That
I
was nice.
well, we balance each other out. There's going to be some moments where you give a little more grace, and there'll be some moments where I give a little grace. I'm sick
Absolutely.
and tired of the Saints talking trash about Book of Clarence, and I have
Yeah, I'm
judgment.
not there. I feel sad for them. I
I
feel
guess
like
y'all
the
could watch. I
saints,
guess y'all could come watch.
they're not looking at their, like, through their spiritual eyes. I feel like, how well do they know their word? It's a lot of things.
Yeah, but
What's their sense of humor?
why are we so loud about it? Loud and wrong.
There's a quote about that. But, yeah, I'm
All
not
right,
personally,
we'll drop that at the next episode.
I'm not personally offended by them being loud and wrong. There will be people that I am offended by and about, but not that one.
Okay. Well, thank you,
Well,
everyone,
it's been
for
great, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for having us.
cooked boots.
Cook boots. Period.
Shout out to Wendy. And you know, until next time, I don't know. What are we gonna say? What's our out?
Mm-hmm. We ain't came up with that yet. I feel like a lot of this I want to be just, organic and to grow into, you know,
Yeah.
what it feels like.
See, there's so many things. I'm so upset because at that moment, what I wanted to say was take that, take that. But I know, right? Can't do that anymore. So
See, I think that should be a topic too. Like, because, like you mentioned earlier, artistry and character are two different things. Do we dispose of the artistry? Because I don't want to. Now, let me be clear. Anytime somebody plays R. Kelly in any setting, cookout, restaurant, whatever, I stop and look around like to see the people's reaction and observing myself and to see what the hell is the DJ thinking about. Like, what would make you play this? Because it's such a touchy subject. But I did sit on my patio and smoke and watch, or excuse me, listen to It's All About the Benjamins yesterday. That's a classic hip hop song. Why would I not?
that is a good point because I guess my guilty pleasure would be Kanye West.
What has he done to us? Oh, because of slavery? Oh. Mm.
And all the other things he perpetuates, you know.
I just look at him like he's not well.
I know.
But yeah, okay, we're leaving it open for other things to discuss on other days.
Hashtag. All right, y'all. We out.
All right. Love you.
Cook boots.
Peace. Cook boots.